There's a lot of drama going on in the chess world right now, but what I want to know is if you can cheat without getting caught. So I built this device to prove it. There's been a variety of theories running around out there, and I want to replicate these in my lab to see if there's any substance to these claims at all. I want to put to rest the claim that you can have a device on you, or in you, that can help you win at a game of chess. Let's get to the bottom of this. But first, we need to analyze some footage. When doing some research on this topic, I found a clip to show us what we're up against.
That it is, yes. A pack of chewing gum. Everybody getting their one. This seems like...
I've concluded that the judge is using a combination of a metal detector and an anti-spy device. What is an anti-spy device, you might ask? Anti-spy devices are typically used by regular people in an Airbnb setting where they want to find hidden cameras because they can detect Wi-Fi or Bluetooth signals that these devices use. But Captain, how do you actually cheat at chess? There's been some theories running around online, but they all have one thing in common. They use a little vibrating motor that is similar to what you have in your smartphone. This motor can be used to send messages to the cheater from a remote location. To control the motor, we'll use this microcomputer that has both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on it to send messages to our chess cheater remotely. And really, that's basically it. Obviously, we need a battery to power it. And I'm going to throw in this force sensor that the chess cheater can use in the field to disable the device temporarily if he's being probed or whatever. Now that we have all these devices, how does this work all together? Let me paint you a picture. Or maybe a moving video. You have two people involved, the chess player and the message sender. The message sender will observe the match and input all the moves into his computer. The message sender will then get an answer from the AI on the next best move. They'll send that message to the cheater's device through this web app that communicates to the device through Wi-Fi. The player then receives the message through coded vibrations from the device. The player then makes his next move. We now know how the player would cheat, but can they get it past security? I've gone ahead and bought bologna to simulate human flesh. We're gonna see how many layers of bologna it takes to trump these security devices. Kind of like hiding it in a shoe or, I don't know, somewhere else. You think of it. Where would you hide your chess cheating device? Let me know in the comments below. Or don't. Speaking of chess cheating devices, I've gone ahead and made this identical pawn piece that you can easily sneak into any location. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not so easily. To test this, all we're gonna do is take our chess cheating device and the bologna and just stack bologna on it and get our cheating detection devices to see how many layers of bologna it takes to prevent these devices from detecting the circuitry underneath. Well, we got everything we need. Let's go test it. Before we get into it, I'm going to test this device 4 different ways. The first way is going to be on and receiving a message. I'm going to do the detection as the message is being received. Probably the worst case scenario. The second method, I'm going to have the device on but not receiving a message, so in an idle state. The third method, I'm going to put the device into a low power mode, also known as sleep, to see if that affects the readings at all. And then the fourth is just going to be off entirely. Not be detecting here. This is 8 slices of bologna, 2.5 centimeters of bologna. Let's try more sensitivity. Oh, there we go. Sensitivity level at 3. 10 bolognas in a pack, did you know that? Oh, if you were 10 balonies thick, which is roughly still skinnier than your foot, you could hide it in your shoe. Chances are you're not getting caught. You usually don't go right on the piece, or the piece of meat, the person. So you would hover over. That's a bust at 10. What about 9? Let's say yes at 9. Beeping more. Go back to 8. Yeah, so 8 is a definite. 9's like a maybe. 10's a no. Let's start with 9. 9 balonies. 8. Yes at 9. What about 10? No. Going back to sensitivity level 4. Nothing. Still nothing. Sensitivity level 5. Trial. Nothing. Nothing. This device probably just sucks, to be honest. I made a prediction earlier that the on and receiving test would be the worst case scenario. Well, I was right. All the other tests came back with essentially the same results. The only unexpected result was the anti-spy device during the idle test. So if it's idle, this is level 5, Wi-Fi sensitivity, it's just nothing. So this won't work if there's no signals being sent. So if you're cheating, just don't send a message while they're getting scanned. Easy. After dozens and dozens of minutes of stacking and unstacking baloney, I finally had some results. If you're gonna cheat, 27 millimeters is about how far in your body or wherever you need it to go, so that's pretty big. You could like hide it under your foot, I suppose. Yeah, you could put it at like the bottom of your foot. My foot's about 46. That's feasible. What an interesting day. What an interesting day. Here are the results on screen now. In conclusion, 10 layers of baloney trumped both of our security devices. I'm a little surprised that our metal detector didn't do better. In the instruction manual, it said that it had 10 centimeters of penetration depth. That's 4 inches. We only got 2.5 centimeters. Whether or not they were actually expecting me to use 4 inches of baloney is another story altogether, but I feel like it should have performed a little bit better than it did. I'm gonna give this a definite maybe as an option for cheating in chess. Though, you really shouldn't do it at all. This video is for educational purposes only. Don't try this. Don't do it. What would you all do to get this device past security? Let me know in the comments below. And, as always, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel.